Welcome to RaiderTake, Gulliver's new sports show covering Gulliver athletics, college, and pro sports. We'll be talking about stats, predictions, and hot takes. So, you know what? Let's start off with some Gulliver sports, guys. What do you guys think about the Gulliver soccer team and the basketball team who've been killing it recently?
Well,
They've been on a roll.
You guys saw Cosme last night?
Dude, it was insane.
That was crazy. 3 goals. All
That guy's a force of
goals.
nature, I'll tell you that much.
At the time of recording this, we just defeated Cardinal Gibbons in the regional semifinal, or not the regional, was it the regional final? The regional final.
Regional final, yep. Cheeky little 3-0.
And 3-0,
Cosme got
dude.
all 3 goals,
3
man.
and 0, that's insane. Cosme,
Player of the game.
That guy, dude, I was at that game, and for the whole first half, there's no scoring, and you know that's soccer.
Yeah.
It's very, there's no scoring
It's a slow
usually.
game.
Oh my God! Yeah. Right after the first goal, the second goal came like literally a minute after.
Bro,
It literally looked like Cosme scored it like for fun.
Bro, I saw the guy wasn't even trying. Yeah, he wasn't even trying.
It was amazing though. Everyone, the energy was great. I think it was awesome, and from both schools, the other school was also the fans are going crazy as well. So
Yeah,
it made the environment feel more competitive. So I think it was a great game. By the time this show comes out, we'll see where the soccer team is. But I honestly think that this soccer team can win states.
Not only the soccer team.
I definitely think
I think
our
they can
soccer
do it
team
again,
can win
yeah.
states.
I think the basketball team is playing really well too. We had a tough loss to St. Brendan, but we did completely blew out LaSalle, by the way. Almost doubled their points.
Oh no, yeah.
And
So that's
that
some
game,
Gulliver pride right there.
That was one of the games where that was one of those games where I'm just like, how do you let a team beat you by that much?
Yeah, that was pretty
real.
sad, man.
And as for the St. Brendan game, yes, we lost, but it wasn't.
It was a tough loss, but you know.
Like it wasn't like as what's it called? It wasn't a big loss like in terms of point difference. You never want to get beat like how we destroyed LaSalle. Like
Yeah, you don't want to get beat like that.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But on the day we're recording this episode, our boys are going to be taking on North Broward Prep for the first game of the Little Playoff Series.
Yep.
Where we're sitting at 6th seed, and I'm sure our boys are going to hopefully make it up that ladder and hopefully win it all. Hopefully. I really think they could. If they
as long as they put up a fight, I'm fine with it. Okay.
I think they could do it too.
No game is complete without if you put up a fight.
Oh yeah, no,
Of course.
dude, for both
Unlike
teams.
LaSalle.
Both teams.
Oi, bro, don't turn this into a roast fest, man. Come on, this isn't a roast fest.
Soccer and basketball, dude, both of them, amazing.
Going crazy this year.
But again, soccer's going all the way. I think going all the way for sure.
I see that happening. Cosme's going crazy. Just keep it up.
Let's switch it up to some pro sports, guys. It's this is the February show, so we had like a month of a lot of craziness in sports. Starting off with the NFL, of course.
Super Bowl.
The biggest time of the year for the NFL, the Super Bowl. We had the Eagles versus the Chiefs, and I had the Chiefs winning, and they won.
I had the Eagles winning. I'm not gonna lie. I had the Eagles winning. But I don't know what happened.
Come on.
Listen, man, I don't know what happened. Like, Pat Mahomes, when he got out, like something happened. He just came back in and he snapped. Like, he snapped.
I did
It
not
was the second win. I thought that guy was really out.
I was kind of scared, bro.
I was scared.
I thought Pat was I thought he was done at that point. Dude, that guy was walking off the field limping.
He was limping, and then he came back and like nothing happened.
For real, dude.
Little sus, Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, let me tell you right now. I was like scrolling through like my socials always. I saw a clip of Pat Mahomes. They mic'd him up during that whole time. That guy was screaming in pain.
He was screaming in pain.
He was
and
screaming.
then he gets back on the field.
Yeah, no, dude. If you ever see like in any sport, like I see it in basketball all the time, like when you see Curry walking off the court,
that's scary,
limping,
man. That's scary.
Dude, he's gone for at least a month.
I think this puts him higher up into the GOAT QB debate.
Yeah.
But that's I don't know. 2 rings is crazy.
Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts. I feel like he did it. I feel like he did a good job with it. Like he controlled the ball. He controlled his offense. That's what matters. I think that the Eagles executed perfectly. But I think what they did wrong was that they took the Chiefs. I think they started taking Kansas City as a joke almost. If you would agree.
Yeah.
And Pat is he's only 27 years old. Already 2 rings.
Yeah. No, for real. I think he'll win another one in his career.
He's definitely gonna win another.
That kid's living large. He's living large.
It was a good fight by the Eagles, though. I mean. I think most people had them to win, but
another really big thing that happened in the month of February. I feel like February for sports is so big. There's so many crazy things.
It's an underrated month.
There's a very important day on February for the NBA called
the trade deadline.
And usually you think of the trade deadline, you're thinking of there's a couple teams are going to trade some players.
This one was absolutely crazy.
No, this
was berserk. This was berserk, if I would call it that.
This is crazy.
This one was crazy, man.
I was looking like the day of the actual deadline, I knew that most of the teams were gonna make their deals on the day of the actual deadline, but there was heat going on, like literally.
Yo, you
like,
know about Heat? Yo, Heat, bro.
Oh, for
Trade,
real.
bro.
Pat
Do
Riley.
something,
For
bro.
real.
Please, trade Lowry, bro. Like,
Bro,
we need
this
help,
didn't
bro.
do
We need
nothing.
help.
We can't trade anymore.
Bro, the
bro.
trade deadline is no time for Pat Riley to go to sleep and just be like, I'm not gonna make any
make
moves.
some moves. Heat.
Yeah,
But
come
you
on,
know
bro.
who did make some moves? The Phoenix Suns. Oh my gosh,
No,
they
before we
got
get to the
Kevin
Suns,
Durant.
we gotta go in order. We gotta go in order.
All right, let's
We gotta
go.
in
Let's
order.
see.
What I'm
Let's see.
saying is that on the actual day of the deadline is where most of the stuff happens.
Yeah.
But what surprised me about this is that we got a lot of craziness beforehand. So like a week before that weekend, or a couple days before that weekend, Kyrie Irving requests a trade from the Brooklyn Nets out of nowhere.
That was expected, but he was gonna do that.
I don't think
I
don't think that was a good trade for the Mavericks. I think that if you've seen, they've lost most of their games with Luka and Kyrie on the court. And personally, they play the same position, they play the same style, and I don't think that that's going to work out well, especially with Kyrie's history of.
You
not
say they've
working
lost
well with
most of
the
their games. How many games have they lost? They've won one. They've won one
lost
game.
two
Luka was
They
out the
lost two
game.
together.
Luka was out during Kyrie's debut. I think a couple games
They
ago was the
lost
first
two
game.
together on the same court. Where they
Two
won.
together.
That's what he's saying. They lost two together.
Yeah.
Kyrie won the other one, so I'm pretty sure. I think he might have lost one.
And honestly,
the first
like,
game he won.
Bro, the Nets are a good young team.
No, yes.
Like,
They-
give them a couple
they brought-
years.
They brought some good guys. They brought in Mikal Bridges from Phoenix, Cam Johnson, Spencer
Yeah.
Dinwiddie. They did bring in Jay Crowder, but he's off to the Bucks.
Listen,
so
man,
that
we
was
just
kinda
gotta see what
expected.
happens.
No,
with that
bro.
trade.
But my opinion with the Mavericks thing, I know Chris doesn't agree with this because he said he didn't like the trade.
Yep.
I think the trade for the Mavericks is definitely risky. I'll tell you that.
It's risky for
It's
sure.
definitely any team accepting Kyrie Irving.
It's not even a full contract.
Is taking a risk.
It's kind of like a rental.
You know?
He's like a rental, pretty much.
Definitely, he basically is.
Yeah.
But I think so far Kyrie has fit amazingly into the team. I've been watching.
we just gotta see.
I've been watching them on social media and stuff. Not just with Luka Doncic, but Kyrie's been playing excellently with like guys like Hardaway Jr. and other guys that he's even been passing them the ball
Yeah.
too.
Christian,
They've been
Christian
scoring
Wood,
more
who-
too.
Christian
Wood's
Wood
been
has just
scoring
come
more
back from
too.
an injury. He's doing good now.
They're just lacking that depth.
And
you know?
also, yes, Kyrie and Luka did lose those 2 games together so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time
But
of
again,
recording this, but
It's
dude,
just a start. It's just a start, dude.
the last game at the time they're recording this, the last game that they played together, dude, they both had over 30 points. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah.
like above 20.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
A team that I think also won by the trade deadline is the Lakers. Have you guys seen the new Lakers?
The new
Lakers
and
are back.
improved Lakers. Let's
Listen,
talk
when
about that.
D'Angelo
They're back,
Russell.
bro. They're
No,
not
they're
back.
back.
No,
A
no,
healthy
no,
Lakers
no,
team
no.
are scary.
They-
They're
Scary.
better. They're better.
Scary,
They're not back.
man.
They're not
They
back.
just recycled the
AD,
entire
LeBron.
roster.
Dude, they're
They're not
scary,
back.
bro. They're scary.
we gotta talk about the most important part of Thursday, of the trade deadline.
They gave
The
away.
Phoenix
They gave away
Suns.
this much for Kevin Durant.
The
This
Phoenix
much?
Suns obtained Kevin Durant.
That's
I don't know if
so
you guys
scary,
know
man.
this, but like, I'm one of those few people that does like the Suns. I do like
No
the
one
Suns.
likes the Suns, man.
I do like the Suns, right? I was cheering for them in 2021. I like the Suns. So when I saw that, I was up doing homework pretty late at night. When I saw that trade come in, I see Kevin Durant to the Phoenix
At 1
Suns.
a.m.
I
At
didn't.
1
I
a.m.
thought it was fake. I thought it was fake. And then I what's
Listen,
it called?
man.
I look at Instagram and I see ESPN.
Listen,
oh,
ESPN
As
Bleacher
soon as
Report,
ESPN posted that,
House of Highlights. They all posted.
over.
I saw the trade as well, and I was like,
I'm gonna
oh,
give you my
that's
opinion on
such
that.
a big deal,
I'm gonna give you my
though.
opinion on that. Personally, KD's been on how many super teams? He was on OKC. That wasn't super team. He was in the Warriors. Then he was on
for
Brooklyn,
sure, bro.
James Harden, and he left all of them or ruined them. Or he didn't ruin them, but they got ruined. I don't see this working out. CP3 is getting old. He's getting old. He's still pouring back because he's getting old. Devin Booker is just not consistent. He's injured right now. I think he's injured
back,
right now.
he's back, he's
He's
back.
back. He's just
been
came back.
He's been doing.
And KD's still injured right now. At this time of recording, he's still injured. He hasn't played a single game of Phoenix yet, but
No,
this could
bro,
be scary.
bro.
We could.
It's
Ja
another
Morant,
risk.
you're not fine in the West. You're not fine in
No,
the West.
Ja
That's
is
for
true,
sure.
bro.
You're not fine in the West anymore. You're not fine.
Hey,
real.
in fact, Joe, listen to me, bro. Leave the West. In fact, leave it. Okay,
This
go
kid
to the
wa- This
Heat.
kid wants.
Yo, join the Heat.
No, for
All
real.
right,
Join the
no,
Heat, come
no,
on.
no.
Before we talk about the Heat, one thing with the Suns, because I'm low-key a Suns fan. Obviously, Heat always first, but Suns is definitely like in my top 5 favorite teams. But I think it definitely could work with
Maybe,
Kevin
yeah.
Durant.
I think
Obviously,
it could work as
dude,
well.
Any team, dude, if you give up that little for Kevin Durant, because
It
bro,
was
that
nothing.
trade,
It
dude, they
was
gave up
nothing.
Mikal
It was
Bridges, Cam
nothing.
Johnson,
And Jay
Jay
Crowder.
Crowder,
And then I
and a
think
couple picks.
Yeah, it was for nothing.
For
That was
Kevin
nothing, bro.
Durant.
That was the bro.
Dude, any team would take that. Any team would take that. So the Suns won, even if they don't get the ring this year or next year,
Well,
they
guy-
won.
Another big game that's happening in February is the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And we know the two captains, Giannis Antetokounmpo and LeBron James.
What year is
Oh,
this to them? It's like the third year.
What do you guys think of this?
Dude, this All-Star game is gonna be great in my opinion, but it's kind of unfortunate though because there's a bunch of players that I did want to see play that
Yeah,
are
man.
injured right now that are not going to be playing. Players
Curry,
like
Zion,
Curry,
Zion,
Zion,
Zion, yeah.
who's going to be injured for a couple more weeks.
Yeah.
We've got
KD and Curry.
KD and Curry not playing either, but it's going to be interesting seeing Kyrie. I hope Kyrie teams up with LeBron James, dude. I hope Kyrie teams
I
up
think
with
that's
LeBron.
gonna happen. But listen, bro, Zion's got to come back. Steph, I know he's been injured. I don't know what's happening with that guy, but Zion, come back, bro. Like seriously, like the Pelicans need you. I need
And
you.
while we're
bro.
still
I'm
talking about
missing
the
you.
All-Star, I need to congratulate the Miami Heat. Bam Adebayo.
Bam Adebayo,
bro.
finally.
Dude, I was
Made
one of
it.
those people. Dude, these guys know because I talked to you guys about this off screen. I was looking when the votes were coming in for the All-Star. Bam was not even on the list, and Bam is having a monster season, averaging a double-double, and he wasn't even on the list. So when the actual All-Star players came out, and I saw Bam Adebayo, dude, I was so proud. I was so
Listen,
happy.
man, Jimmy Butler
I
might
wore
have been
my
a
jersey
snub.
that night.
Might
I
have been a
wore my
snub.
jersey that night.
Bro, I mean, Jimmy, I feel bad for Jimmy not being in the All-Star game, but I saw a report of him, and he was like,
No, he's
and-
proud, bro.
So,
I would be
so-
proud.
Yeah, he
bro, a
doesn't care.
reporter asked Jimmy like, "What are you setting him up in the All-Star game?" And Jimmy was like, "No, just get her a vacation."
Yeah, he
So
doesn't
to think
mind.
of it, I think he's kind of jealous of that he's not in it, but at the same time, he gets a break. Everyone gets a break, so.
Listen, man, I personally think no matter what the team is, LeBron the GOAT, he's 30 years old. I don't care if he's the
38,
GOAT.
38.
Giannis
Crazy.
is the better player.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I think
we'll see how it goes, though.
We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that ends
See how
up.
it goes. So yeah, guys, we're gonna end off this Raider Take episode for today. We went over a lot of cool things that happened in this month of February, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace out.
Peace out, boys.